Last autumn, when True Mother had finished her detention hearing and was being wheeled into the detention center in a wheelchair pushed by strangers, tears streamed down my face. A detention center is a place where even ordinary people find it hard to spend a single day. Yet True Mother, a world-renowned religious leader, was entering that place with a heart full of injustice. What could we do? No answer came to mind. Everyone felt the same way. What should I do? That's it. Let's gather members who share the same heart and form an organization. We decided that members would take on the work that the church headquarters found difficult to do. Many people said they wanted to participate, but felt uncomfortable under the watchful eyes of those around them. True Mother is in detention. Does it matter what others think? There were also misunderstandings that we were trying to interfere with the headquarters work. That is absolutely not the case. There is nothing for us to fight about with the headquarters. There is no reason for our hearts to be at odds. Because True Mother's release and the church regaining the trust of the public is not something achieved through competition. We are grateful for the pastors on the ground. Rather than those who gave us cold looks, far more encouraged us, saying, "The time has finally come for our church to have a lay members gathering, just like other churches." We are truly thankful. We thought that if we had just 20 blessed families who shared our vision, we could accomplish everything we had planned. Yet the chat room where we share news every day now has over 400 members. Our YouTube channels in Korea and Japan have hundreds of subscribers. At the request of English-speaking members, we are planning to operate additional channels. We are grateful for the many members who show their support, but knowing that so many are worried about the church brings tears to our eyes. The primary focus of the Lay Members Council is the release of True Mother. We identified overlaps within the legal defense team and requested that they be corrected. Next is the management of the church's public assets. The offerings given to the church are precious assets that members saved by cutting back on household expenses at the market. Therefore, the management must be transparent. We were greatly shocked to learn that the International Training Center in Hannam, Seoul, had been mortgaged. The Hannam International Training Center is the holy ground where true parents resided until entering Cheonggung in 2006. We could not understand how a holy ground could be mortgaged to borrow money from a bank. We made a video to share the situation and demanded that the debt be resolved, and it was. It was an achievement of the Lay Members Council's activities. Had the members not raised the issue, it would easily have become privately owned, just like other holy grounds. The same applies to personnel matters. Young people do not want to work in a place where personnel decisions are unfair. Recently, the headquarters has been improving fairness by forming a personnel committee that includes lay members. This is certainly welcome news. As a few results emerged, interest from those around us grew significantly. Please raise this issue too. Please speak up about that as well. You cannot feel full from just one spoonful of rice. There is a greeting that everyone who participates in the Lay Members Council always exchanges. President, you must never step down. They understand the burden that comes with lay activities. Every time I hear that, I make a pledge to myself. I will not step down until True Mother is released and the second and third generation members can have faith with hope. I graduated from university and served as an officer in the military. I was able to develop leadership in the military. During my service, I received the 6500 International Blessing. After discharge, I completed the witnessing team and conducted missionary work in Europe. Afterwards, I was engaged in trade business in China. In terms of social activities, I served the local community as the UPF chapter director. Currently, I serve as the chairperson of the Social Welfare Council of Hongchuan County, Gangwon Province.
There is a welfare project I truly want to realize. It is to support the Japanese missionaries living in Korea. The young college student full of dreams in 1988 is now approaching the age of 50. I also want to support the senior pastors and members of the church. When members living in Japan visit Korea, I want to treat them to a warm meal. True Father's autobiography begins with the words, "Rice is love." What is deeply concerning is that the situation surrounding True Mother's trial is worsening. Yesterday, former World Headquarters Director Yoon Young-ho revealed in court that he had been approached by the church to influence his testimony. The headquarters denied the related facts, but we are only filled with anxiety that something may happen to True Mother's well-being. When the Japanese High Court issued the dissolution order, second-generation youth in Japan held a press conference calling for the protection of their freedom of faith. There was not a single member who did not shed tears watching that. The Lay Members Council wants to create an environment where our future, the second and third generation members, can live their faith with happiness.